Jim Rohn says, if you don't design your life, someone else will design it for you. Welcome, beautiful people. It's lovely to have you again. I hope you did enjoy the video on how to set your health goal. If you didn't or you haven't watched it yet, make sure you check the link above. You definitely find the link to watch that video. So I'll be giving the next 8 steps to take into consideration when designing your life plan, because when you design your life plan, when you write your life goals out on paper, it permits you to focus, it keeps you motivated, and it provides direction for you to accomplish those goals. And when writing your goals, make sure that they follow the SMART acronym. By SMART, I mean it should be specific. Do detail exactly what you want for each goal, and then it should be measurable. When exactly do you want this goal to be attained? How much, if is it in terms of quantity? How much do you want, and when do you want that amount? And then it should be achievable. Make sure that your goal is something that is possible. Do you have the tools, do you have the resources that you require in order to realize this goal? And then make sure it's realizable. Do not set a goal that you know you can't attain. For instance, setting a goal like building a house on the moon, you know that's that's impossible. So set goals that are realizable. And then finally, time bound. Make sure that this goal is within this time frame. Say, for instance, my health goal, I want to lose 5 kilograms in 6 months, counting from now. So make sure that it is time bound. So let's dive down into the rest of the goals that we have unaccomplished. First, we have the family goal. What, are you married? Or when do you want to marry? When looking at your family goal, you must be able to define specifically when you want to be married. And if you're married, how many children do you want? Where do you want to live with your family? And what are the specific things that you want to be doing with your family? And then the second thing you want to look at is, where do you want your children to study? Where do you want to live? This all falls in your family goals. And then the next point you want to look at when establishing your life goal for the year or for the next 5, 10 years is to look at your business goals. Do you have a business? If yes, what amount do you want to make within this year? Do you want to expand your business? Do you want to diversify? And then, if you do not have a business, you can ask yourself, what business can I start? And why do I want to start this business? Because knowing your why is always very important in everything that you do. And then look at your finances. Your financial goal is, what amount of money do I want to see in my account by the end of the year? Am I in a job right now that I can make sure that I have this amount of money in my account? Or do I want to start a business? Do I want to start freelancing? What do I want to do to make sure that at the end of the year I have this amount of money in my account? And then the fourth point you want to consider when writing your life goals is your contribution to society. What are those things that you can contribute in your own way to make sure that your environment, to make sure that your society, the people around you feel your presence? Is it that you're so upset whenever you see street children? You want to help give counseling to young girls about unwanted pregnancies? Or is it that you want to be able to create a movement to empower disabled people? The next thing you want to look at when establishing your life goal is your relationship goals. How is your relationship with your spouse if you're married? How is your relationship with your friends? Do you want to be able to ameliorate those relationships? Or what are the things that you need in order to have a good relationship with those that surround you? And then you also want to look at your leisure goals. Where do you want to travel to within this year? Where do you want to go precisely, with who? when, and how do you want to get there. Those are things that you must be able to define when looking at your leisure goals. And then you can also look at your things goal. By things, I mean, what are the new things you want to buy this year, or what are the new things you want to add to your portfolio this year? Do you want a new phone? Do you want a new house? Do you want a new car? You must be able to define what you want, when you want it, how you want it. And remember to use the SMART acronym. Be specific, be measurable, be attainable, be realizable, and time bound. And finally, you want to look at your career goals. In looking at your career goals, you should be able to ask yourself, do I want to stay in my current job, or do I want to move to a different one? And then you can also ask yourself, do I want to move up in the ladder in my career, in my current career, or do I want completely to switch to something else? Or you can also want a better relationship with your co-workers. So you can ask yourself, how what can I do to have a better relationship with my co-workers? So think about this and do write down your goals. If you have any difficulties, do not hesitate to contact me on the link you would find below, and we can always have time to talk about this in details. Stay blessed.